Alright, update on Step app ticker symbol FITFI. So it seems like the people have decided that FITFI is going to be the new green metaverse token. Out of all the move to earns that I covered yesterday, FITFI collectively got more views in one video than every other move to earn that I made that day. So it seems like the people have decided FITFI is the new GMT. We're racking up followers, 120,000 on Twitter already. Coming close to rivaling half of the followers that Steppen has. And this is what we were talking about in our last video, where we were trying to find these cryptos that pop. And we were talking about, these are mainly bubble phases. But we're basically running off what has the most hype, and as of now, Step app has moved to number 2 in terms of in terms of rank of all of the move to earn apps. We're sitting at rank 402 right now. You can see we finally got the market cap loaded in, coming in at 89 million. So definitely looking very good. If you look at the traded volume in the past 24 hours, 283 million. This definitely shows a lot of open interest in the Step app. I'm very impressed with this. The app hasn't come out yet. And, like I said, we're really just trying to capitalize on moves out of pure hype, because this is really a copy of the Steppen app, but like I said, we're in a bubble phase for these move to earns, and these are going to come and go, but you might as well pick your winners. And it seems like everyone has decided FITFI is going to be a winner, so why try and fight the movement? FITFI is up 18% or so today. Where were we in our last video? The last video we were down here at 42 cent, talking about a move back up to, or a move up to 60 cent, where the 2.618 fib is. We were calling for a 40% move or so. We're up 27%. So I didn't actually get any Step app or FITFI yesterday. The only move to earn I got is a tiny bit of Yeti, but I'm considering picking up some of this FITFI as well. The chart, it does seem very nice. Like I said, there is only so much to run off, considering this really started trading a couple of days ago. What's interesting as well, which I highlighted in my previous video, is this is listed on some pretty major exchanges. You can see this is on crypto.com. I don't know why a very small amount of them of the volume on crypto.com is on crypto.com. I don't understand why people would rather use OKX, Gate.io, Huobi, but I don't know. I guess it is what it is. But, we've got a plethora of exchanges with lots of volume coming in. There is tons of 24-hour volume traded. You can see 131 million in OKX alone. People are trading this like there's no tomorrow. So while the market cap is below 90 million, you can see, a plethora of people above that are buying and selling it constantly. So I do think this is going to help support the uptrend that we've got going on right now. So far, if we come over to the 4-hour time frame, we've really had, a pump, an accumulation, a pump. This has been kind of accumulating to the upside, so I feel like once we do take out this 60 cent, then we could have a huge ride to the upside. Now, looking at Bitcoin is currently experiencing a lot of chop right now. We talked about this in our last Bitcoin video when we were talking about Bitcoin coming down to these 37,500 levels. We're seeing a small relief rally. The stock market still looks terrible, so it's very impressive that these move to earns are being able to sustain themselves during this period of time. Should we check out GMT, see how GMT is reacting to this market flush out? Yeah, I mean, GMT is still holding that previous region we talked about as support. So a lot of these move to earns, they seem to be in their own phase right now. They're surviving purely based off the hype instead of what's going on in the rest of the market. You can see a lot of the market is rebounding today. So I do think after I finish recording this video, I'm going to go over to crypto.com and pick up some FITFI. I probably should have picked up some yesterday while we were down here, but it is what it is. Like we've been saying, these things run off market effect and hype. If everyone has chosen that FITFI to be the next GMT, then it is going to be what it is. So I recommend checking out their website. There's not an awful lot to check out. I search for their app. Their app doesn't have the greatest reviews if it is out already. If you type in Step app on the App Store, it does seem like most people don't like this, but like I said, we're really running off investment hype at this point. So I do think this can definitely pop. Let's see. So yeah, Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's not an awful lot that we can talk about the chart. Once you do take out your once you do take out your 2.618 up here at 60 cent, the next price target would be a move all the way up to 73 cent. That would be a 22% move. Considering how close the 4.236 is, I have a feeling we'll blast through it. You know, previously when we had our all-time high, we just we found support at the 1.618, and then we were able to blast above the upper fib level. And right now we're kind of consolidating, finding support underneath the 2.618. So I really do think a blast up to 73 cent is underway. That would be a move from where we are now, approximately 37%. So I am going to pick up some FITFI. This does seem to be moving very nicely. If we come over to the daily, you can see we're exponentially rising. There's an exponential amount of volume coming in. And look, it's only the 1st of May. And it's only like 11:45 in the morning. And we've still got a whole day worth of potential trading, and this is already almost rivaling the volume that we did yesterday. So I definitely think today could be another follow-through day for FITFI. Obviously, do be careful with these. These do have a low market cap. Bitcoin looks really not good right now. The stock market, I talked about this in my last video, but the stock market is absolutely crashing right now. So by trading FITFI, it is really a degenerative play, in my opinion. Not that I'm not trading FITFI. I mean, I'm a degenerate as well, but when it comes down to this, you are taking on exponential risk because, you know, the value has not been created yet. We're purely trading based off hype. So that is something to be aware of. However, the market structure is extremely bullish. You can see we're building on the 1 hour time frame. We're just building a plethora of higher lows every time we come down. And it was only quite recently we came back down and we're seeing a pump. We've had a slight correction, and this could be another lower high we could be about to put in. If we come over to our indicators over here, I mean, this whole uptrend is being supported by the 1 hourly EMAs. So I suspect if we do have a move to the downside, as this has so much hype right now, I imagine there's a ton of people just looking at the price waiting to buy any dip. As you can see, every time this comes down into the 1 hourly EMAs, it just gets bought up very, very quickly. So I wouldn't expect this to move below 49 cent. I'm personally going to put some buy orders in, probably around 52 to 50 cent, and then we'll see how that goes. So that's all I've got for FITFI. I mean, it looks good. It looks good. They've got increased growth on Twitter. They've got a lot of hype behind them right now. They've become rank number 2 in terms of all of the move to earn apps. They've also stepped up to rank 402 in terms of the total crypto market cap. Like I said, they're only 90 million in market cap. Their app is out, even though it hasn't got good reviews, but like I've been saying, people are really running off this this pure hype at this moment in time. So unless their app hasn't come out and this is just a dud on the store. If you go on the iTunes store and type in Step App, there is an app, but however, when you come over to try app on Step App, it doesn't actually link to their app, which is what I mean. Like, we're really running purely based on hype at this point. Their app section in their website doesn't even say whether they have an app or not. So, you know, people are purely trading on this based on pure hype. So people need to acknowledge that if you are getting into this project, you are trying to get in based on fundamentals, which is completely fine. I'm trying to do the same thing. However, in my opinion, it does not constitute a high amount of my portfolio. This is going to be a very small trade that I make, much less than a 1% allocation in my portfolio. But yeah, I like the chart, I like the setup. People are deciding that this is the new GMT. We've literally only been out since March, and you know, we're getting an insane amount of followers compared to what Steppen has when this joined in September. You know, we're sitting at 365,000. This has only been out for a month, and you know, we're already almost at half of the subscribers, or half the followers rather, that Steppen has. So once again, it's all about the hype. While this project has the hype, it's probably worth getting in for some decent exposure on this. That's all I've got for FITFI. I like the chart setup. I like the technicals on this. The fundamentals, very questionable, but you know, it does look like we are going to be moving up to some of these upper fib levels like 73 cents. So I'm actually going to pick up some Step App at this price, and then I'm going to ladder in some buys coming in down into the 49 to 50 cent region if we do come into your 1 hourly EMAs rather. That's all I've got for Step App. As always, none of this is financial advice, just my opinion on the market, and as always, cowboy out. Peace.